Alright, we're gonna watch 3 videos. Then we're gonna call it for the night. Because I got work in the morning and I'm gonna be very tired. The first 2 ones is Legion of Men. First one is Sims is destroying Thailand. Well, that is bound to happen. And the next one is he gave up dating in China at only 28. Okay, yeah. After that one is Levi Nicks. Dealerships are drowning in cars and they can't sell them. I believe it.
We have reached unprecedented levels of simping. I don't even know what to say about this. I haven't watched all of this, only just the beginning, but it was an email from one of you guys that sent it to me. If I'm correct, the new levels of simping is, because this is about Pattaya bars and Pattaya chicks. I think this is where guys go to pay like $20 to smash some like mid-Asians at best. It's like cheap, accessible sex for Western men that are thirsty as hell. And now there are dudes, if I'm not mistaken, live streaming. There's women live streaming in the bars, and the guys are giving them money. So they're not even having to sleep with guys anymore. Dudes from across the world are just handing money over to women who are live streaming at bar. I think that's what it is. Let's see.
This might be the future of Pattaya. From the outside, everything seems normal, but inside, something has quietly started to change. More and more bars are creating live streams. The girls aren't entertaining customers anymore, they're entertaining people on the other side of the world. If this turns out to be more profitable than customers in the bar, well, what happens next? Over the last few months, I've been noticing more and more bars making the same change, and nobody's talking about it. So I wanted to find out why. I spoke to the girls and the bar owners to answer one question. Is this just a trend, or is it the future of Pattaya?
Bro, you travel across the world and this is what you're sticking your stick in? Bro. Oh my God, dude. When I said like 20% of men, the bottom 20% are all simps, need to die, like this is what I'm talking about right here. We need to, the only way to save humanity and civilization is like we need to cull off 20% of men. And then people in the comments were like, oh my God, bro, that's a little bit extreme, don't you think? Like, who the fuck are you? Who's going to decide? If you're a simp, you need to be culled from the gene pool. If you're, I don't give a fuck if you're not reformed yet. There's other guys that were like, I'm a reformed simp. Like I knew after I learned. Well, bro, either you do or you don't. Because look at what the fuck's going on in society. So, geez. I'm being hyperbolic, of course. There's going to be some retards that are like, hey man, God, you should be the first to go then. Idiots.
One shift, 2 customers. Trying to get one in the bar and trying to get one thousands of miles away.
That's crazy.
Girls take turns rotating between physical customers and on the live stream. Later, I get Namphon's thoughts on this, as she has worked at the bar before the introduction of the live stream and after. So how does this all work? It's pretty simple. Most of these streams are hosted on platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. I know this myself because I have done live streams around Pattaya, but it's all the same in the sense.
Just an advice for guys that are doing YouTube, because some of you have gotten really successful. Do not put the mic down here and speak that far away from a tiny mic. This is why his room sounds so large and echoey. Hold the fucking mic in your hand and speak, because good audio beats good video. Actually, bad audio kills your video. Just a word of advice for the dude. He's got only 32,000 subs, so he's just getting started.
That viewers can watch for free, and if they like, they can send money. This money, especially with the girls, is spent on their drinks, of which they get commission for. And in return for supporting the girls, you get recognition in the live chat and also recognition from the girls themselves. But why would you send money to girls that are halfway around the world? Most people, if they're coming to Pattaya, they want to get to know the girls before they arrive. It's no surprise that Pattaya is a little bit intimidating with thousands of girls. So having a bar that you already know some of the girls there from the live stream, you might like.
That's so pathetic. Do you hear this shit? So you're gonna go pay for a prostitute and you're afraid that you just don't know them well enough, and you want to secure your pussy for $50 before you spend thousands of dollars flying over to a country.
That don't make
A
no
certain
sense.
girl there, and with the live stream you've got a little bit of a hint of how her personality is. This is a huge benefit because, like I preach in a lot of my videos, if you're gonna pick a girl, go for energy over looks. And with a live stream you can get a vibe of what the girls are actually like. So are live streams a good thing? Well, I kind of guess it depends who you're asking. Let's take 4 perspectives here: the bars, the girls, the customers in the bar, and the customers at home. With the bars, likely it's a very good thing. It doesn't cost that much to get a live stream up and running, and once live, the live stream kind of runs itself. So in terms of time invested, it's really not a lot at all. But to get a better perspective, let's head on to Soi 6 and have an interview with Homan. I'm here at the edge of Soi 6 with Homan, who he is one of the shareholders of Miso Bar here. What made you start live streaming at the bar?
First of all, I see some ladies are bored, some ladies are very active, some ladies get bored. I always feel I want to do something for them. The stream is very popular now. Maybe I can run it so they have something to do.
So it's more for the girls?
Yes. Second, because of some friends, they come here, they see, they have a good time, they go back to their country and they miss the atmosphere.
So it's a chance for people who have gone home to still interact with the girls.
Sure.
The second question is, what was the initial reaction of the girls? Like when you first introduced the stream to the bar, like did they like it initially, and do they like it now?
Slowly they like it. Remember I said I make it for the ladies who get bored. Now all ladies are interested.
Have you seen an increase in revenue since introducing the live stream to the bar?
It helped us in the low season, especially this year. This year was so quiet, and it helps.
Has any physical customers that come into the bar, have they ever complained about the live stream?
Yeah, they see from afar, they see we have a camera in the bar. They don't even come. Sometimes we talk to them, your face is on camera, we not move the camera, you're safe here, nobody sees. But yes, they check, they don't like it, they go.
A question many people at home are probably thinking is, if you go into a bar with a live stream like Miso Bar and you like one of the girls that's currently on the stream, can you ask them to sit with you?
100%, of course.
Bro, do you see this shit? Like, watch this on mute for a second. Watch this shit. Look how sick we are as a people. Look at this shit. Look at what the fuck is of our human race in the modern world we built. Look at this. This is what we do for a living today. Look at this shit, bro. Damn. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? Like, you know, she's not... Look how disinterested she is. Look at this one here on the left. Just take a quick peek.
You can literally see it on her face. She is somewhere else right now.
Watch. They don't care. Bro, this is torture for the soul, dude. Watch her again. Hey, look. Bro, sad. Dying inside.
100%.
This is my life. Winks at the camera real quick. Bouncing up at this is what's left. This is what modernity has bought us. Is it worth it? Is it worth it, bro? Look at the look on her face. Is it worth it? Golly, dude. And they say I'm backwards. They say I'm like a misogynist. I want women to have better lives than this shit. This is good, dude. This is progress. This is empowerment. A fucking feminist retard looks at this and goes, they're strong boss babes. They're living it up. Her soul has left her body. Shit.
The ladies are more happy to sit with the physical person.
So in 5 years, what do you see the future of Pattaya? Do you feel like many bars in 5 years' time are going to have live streams in their bar?
5 years is too long. Just 2 years. I think in a few years, it's 1-2 years, many bars have a...
So it's over. Yeah, it's over for everyone then. You're not even going to have accessible cheap sex for Western Simps anymore.
Live stream. In 5 years, I think all the jobs, not only bars, coffee shop, any other jobs, they can have a live stream. They show what they work, what they do, and they are not lonely. Even if they don't have a customer, still they have some friends. They're watching them. Future is a stream.
Thank you so much, Homan.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you all.
Another perspective is the girls. Having a live stream in the bar is a massive addition. I think number one on the list as to why it's good for the girls is it's just safer. Rather than having to sit with the strangers.
This is how they sell you this bullshit.
With customers, they're now in the bars.
Go home and start a fucking family. Why are we even pushing this shit? It's insane.
Monitored around their friends, earning likely the same amount of money. And to add to the fact that it's completely optional for these girls to actually be on the live stream. And also it adds variety to their long work hours. Some of these girls will start their shift on, say, Soi 6 at 3 p.m. and they might finish their shift at 1 a.m.
Prostitutes. Some of these prostitutes start their shifts. It's good for them. Live streaming. It's great. It's safe. Totally.
I was like, yeah, just be honest, streetwalkers. Just be honest. Don't lie, streetwalkers. Honestly.
Yeah.
2 a.m. So that's 10 or so hours of being on your feet in high heels and you're having to drink as a part of your job. Like Homeland.
All right, bro. I can't watch this enough because he's like completely going over the fact that these girls are absolutely getting fucked on Soi 6. It's a place you go get laid. They're not just standing on their feet for 10 hours. They're literally getting drilled by the nastiest fucking Indian dudes, cheapskates from the West, all this crazy shit. Trains run out, like the craziest shit. I heard stories of Indian dudes coming in groups of like 10, and they're all trying to pool money together for one chick and shit like that. Fuck me, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. We're pushing this life, right? That's wild.
I said before, like some of the girls working for 10 hours, of course you're going to get bored sitting there if you don't have a customer. Now,
holy fuck. All right. I don't recommend this channel at all, bro. Anyways, this is the state of our society right here. Amazing. We get to dance with zero soul. The life of us is being drained out of our bodies, forced to pretend to give a fuck about any of this shit. Wow, dude. It's like the OnlyFans chicks in the West here that, don't make a ton of money. Even if they do make a ton of money, they're always regretting what they're doing. It changes their lives completely. Got used by I don't know how many men. Imagine your nudes are everywhere. It ruins real romantic relationship possibilities. It's a fuck like you're forced into selling your body just to make it. Like, people don't see anything wrong with that, huh? All right, bro. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the world is for the simps. The future belongs to the simps. Maybe we're dying out, boys. Maybe any normal man that just does not simp just will not exist in the future. Maybe this is the way society is being set up so that simps are all that's left. Damn. Hey, I thought this was going to be a funny video, but this turned out to be depressing as fuck. So yeah. I'm just saying, I'm going to go enjoy some like lemonade homemade, and we'll start streaming again soon in the next couple of days here, putting together some videos to watch on stream with you guys and some topics. Holy shit, dude. That was depressing. Yeah, I want to do more self-improvement stuff. If you send me on email good videos of dudes talking in their fucking car again, something like philosophical, some doling out some golden nuggets of wisdom, something, because holy shit, this was one of the worst recommendations in a long time yet again. You're going to travel around the world to fuck a mid that's not even interested in you. Jesus Christ, bro. And now, not even that. You're just going to give them money on live stream just to have a bit of attention by like that one chick that was just looking like she was dead inside. Holy hell. We'll see you guys on the next one.
What's that? America have a leftist problem. Would watch that one tomorrow. Is marriage still worth it? Definitely watching that one tomorrow. And I think I'll just hit that.
What's going on, guys? So,
and pause this one. Watch another day. On to the next one.
Welcome back, tribe. So, apparently, the bros across the pond on the other side of the world are struggling too. This guy says why he gave up on dating in China at only 28 years old.
What's it like living alone in China? Why have I become less and less social? Hi, I'm Hansen. I'm 28 years old. I live alone in China. I'm single. I have no friends, and I pretty much have no social life. A lot of people would probably think, well, if you don't really have friends, at least you can still date and meet new people. But honestly, I'm not even that interested in dating anymore. I did meet a girl before, and we went out to eat a few times. But after a few days, The whole thing just started to feel kind of weird to me. It feels like she only really cares about two things: how much money I make and how much I have in my bank account.
Oh my god, dude. Giving women the internet was a mistake.
I've never liked that.
Well, we heard those words before. If I'm right, every man has heard those words before in their lives.
That kind of feeling.
Uh,
So little by little, I just got more used to going out alone.
Or is it? Or is it? You know, devil's advocate. Women were always after resources. So, like, them wanting money and bank account numbers is like normal, right? If we were in caveman days, they would have asked how many, like, saber-tooth tiger skins have you collected and shit and berries. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
who's got the biggest club? Shit like that. It really hasn't changed. Same shit, different day. So, really, if you're playing devil's advocate, it's all about competition, no? At the end of the day, women are just being women. And the tools have empowered women to be like uber level women. All of them are looking for the same thing. It's just a tool that helps them look for what they want faster, quicker, easier, with less effort. How much money you got? How tall are you? You know, the dating apps are like perfect filters for women to choose men, essentially. So can you really be mad? Can you say that we made a mistake? Not really, bro. I mean, it's just, yeah, human nature has been revealed through technology, you could say. That's it, really. Just like all the players, all the dudes that are like 6'5", all this shit, 6-pack, 6 figures, they're just crushing it right now. Harems, literally. Girls will sleep with girls. Know they're sleeping with other girls. Yeah, girls know those guys are sleeping with other girls. They don't care. They'll share the guy. Since the caveman days, nothing's really changed. There was, I don't know, we have this Disney mentality. Like he said, he doesn't like to feel used this way. Brother, we're all getting used. We're all getting used because no woman wants a man that's not providing something. Period. You have to get used to get a woman. Like, you can't come to the table with nothing as a man. Only a woman gets to come to the table with nothing. Just literally like her God-given beauty. That's it. She's just born beautiful, and that's all she has to bring to the table because she gives babies. That's it. You got to build value. Women come with value attached by existing. That's why the game seems so screwed up from the men's point of view. And there's a hard limit. Like, if you're not beautiful as a woman, you're fucked. And a man's got, like, no ceiling. You can be ugly as shit as long as you produce a ton of money. If you get famous, start a business and get rich, something like that. You can break the mold that, you know, you were born with genetically. You're short, you're not that good looking, you're whatever. It doesn't matter. You become a business tycoon, like, it breaks the board. The game breaks for you. So women can't really break the game. If you're born an ugly bitch, you're pretty much cooked. Like, it's over for you. And then they just turn into feminist and bring all the other women down to try to compete for men. So, but a man can really start with absolutely zero. Like, chicks, they'll be lining up to fuck a midget. The guy could be like 3 feet tall and he could be like a famous midget. And he's still smashing poon left and right. Like, what was that guy, Flavor Flav? I remember when, you know, reality TV was big for you. Dude, Flavor Flav is one of the ugliest motherfuckers on this planet. And he was still smashing bitches left and right just because he's famous. I mean, go look up on Google Images, Flavor Flav. That was his name.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he even had his own reality show. Because from it was around back in the 2000s. That's when reality TV shows was popping.
Yeah. And there's plenty of others examples like that. All you need is a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of fame, a little bit of some juice, and a bitch will be all over your dick. It's just the truth, man. So, yeah, you got it easier if you're better looking, but don't ever make the mistake of thinking you're not getting used. You can't come to the table without having to provide some sort of value. That's getting used. That means no woman can love you for you by default. But, you know, it's the Disney mentality. Like, I want a woman, I want her to love me. Your mother never loved your father for just who he was. Your grandmother never loved your grandfather for just who he was. There was reasons these women got with these men. You got to have that same level of competitiveness in the market, bring to the table that kind of shit. When women ask that cringy shit, like, what do you bring to the table? It's just the truth, bro. They're privileged to be able to do shit like that. They quite literally pick until the board flips and you're the one at the top. Then you just get to pick. It's a power dynamic, and it changes depending on where you are, what your status, your station in life is.
Eating alone and spending my weekends by myself. So today I want to show you what a weekend looks like for me living alone in China. No filters, no fake happiness, just a regular weekend in the life of a single Gen Z guy in China. I woke up around 10, made myself some protein, got ready slowly, and then headed out. I live in Chongqing now. It's one of the most happy off cities in China right now. When I go out here, I usually take the metro, but in Chongqing, a lot of locals call it the light rail, because some of the lines really
That city's
run
beautiful.
above the city.
That
Dude,
is
China's tier 1 cities are so insane. It's crazy.
In China,
that really is a beautiful city.
pretty much every metro station has 3 or 4 staff members. They're doing security checks. Sometimes it does feel kind of annoying, but after a while, you just get used to it. Once the train starts moving, you
Look at
can
that
see the
shit.
whole city right outside the window. It's pretty beautiful, right?
That's
This
what
is
America
one of
should
the
look like.
busiest shopping districts in Chongqing. In China, a lot of young people spend their weekends in places like this. I've actually been here on days before too. Sometimes we'd get her milk tea, walk around a bit, and I'd take some photos for her. That kind of weekend plans is super common for young people in China. In a lot of Chinese shopping areas, you will also see food streets like this with a more traditional style. They look lively, and they are good for photos too. But honestly, I usually don't spend money in places like this, because the prices are normally a bit higher. Next time, I can take you guys somewhere locals actually go for snacks. I also saw this dog on the street that absolutely did not want to go home with its owner. It was so funny. This is a really famous photo spot in Chongqing. A lot of people stand here, waiting for the big screen behind them to show the words, "I'm in Chongqing." And that's when they take their photos. This kind of check-in culture is really common in China, especially in cities like this that are already popular online. A lot of people care about capturing that exact "I was here" moment. Taxis in Chongqing are yellow, so people jokingly call them yellow Ferraris. It's kind of a face, right? If you also see a lot of green license plates on the road in China, those are usually new energy vehicles, while blue plates are usually regular gas cars. It's Chinese tea drink brand, and right across from is a famous Starbucks. For a lot of people, drinks like China Yuese have become way more popular with young people. In China now, when you buy stuff like this, you usually have to scan a code and order first. I got a Yulan latte, which is their most popular drink. It cost 18 yuan, which is about 2.65 US dollars. This place doesn't just sell milk tea, they also sell merch and snacks.
这个点赞，是吴小主是不是呀？HU 胡小主给的是一杯咱们的优乐拿铁，是不是呀？
对。
好的，因为是联不联合效应哦，是一点吧啊，连个糖果好不好？你可以尝一下，给到你可以尝一下，是一个鸡腿包染糖油，可以试一下，带羊很好吃的哟。
That's the service, eh?
小主，这个茶，这个
Service.
买很香了哟。米粒儿，记得扫码哟，红了。
And honestly, it tasted. There was also a whole group
Dude, this city just...
of people scratching lottery tickets next to me. When I first saw them, I thought they were doing some kind of competition to places like this.
Damn, dude, that looks cool as hell.
With friends all the time, we'd find a coffee shop, sit there for the whole afternoon, and just talk about whatever. Looking back now, that time in my life actually felt pretty happy. But after graduation, everyone moved to different cities and started trying to make a living. And once you start working, you slowly realize it gets harder and harder to make real friends. There are always all these little random things to look at here. For example, there's a store full of merch inspired by navel oranges, which is actually pretty cute. There was also a silver jewelry store with
This is very
held
interesting.
and beautiful. I was planning to go eat something I hadn't had in a long time, and it wasn't too far from here. This place is one of Chongqing's most famous cyberpunk style photo spots. A lot of people come here just for the vibe and to take pictures. But honestly, I don't think a lot of people really pay attention to what this place actually inside. It's not just photo spots, there are restaurants, hotels, and pool halls in here too.
That
It's
infrastructure
not
is crazy.
only a check-in location, it feels more like a piece of city life that's being packaged in a really strong visual way. This is Luo Sifen place, which a lot of young people in China really love. It's cheap, the flavor is strong, it kinda hits you, and it feels super satisfying to eat. I used to eat.
That's great. How many millions of people are in that city, dude? There's like 20 million plus people living there. I gotta look this up real quick. 32 million people. That's more than all of Romania. There's 32 million people in this one city. And you can't find anybody decent to date. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, their birth rates are plummeting. Ours are plummeting. The entire developed world is plummeting all over the world. It's not even just a Western issue. It's like Eastern issues also. Even more acute in the Eastern countries, weirdly enough. And parts of Africa too, actually, they're starting to plummet. India is also below replacement. Believe it or not, India is below replacement now. So I think the way we're structuring society in general, whether you're from the East or the West, if you're not reproducing, if your people don't produce more people, you have something seriously wrong with the way society is functioning. I think we need to, as like humanity, we need to take a good look at what we call society and civilization, because the Western variation's not working, Eastern variation's not working, and all the other ethnic pockets that used to have a very high birth rate, except for, you know, most of Africa, which is the third world shithole, like super ass backwards. So they're still on their way up to developing if they ever develop. And then they'll have to deal with the same problems also. So that means however we form society, the way it's governed, leads to some serious issues in stability and the people's attitudes towards the future, affordability, and God, the gender wars here in the West, they don't have, do they have? Yeah, Korea, you could say, has a crazy gender war too. Japan is just very weird. Japan's its own thing. China, they have the crazy, like, princesses and like the, you know, Godzilla brides kind of thing. Crazy, super demanding, stuck up women. And what's India dealing with? Feminism also, on another sense. Like some Indian bros were telling me, like, feminism in India is crazy. How does civilization survive through this shit? If we don't reorient society to put people first, families first, not businesses first, and profit first, and all that other stupid shit that doesn't breathe life into society, we're cooked. We're not gonna make it. Extra fucking crispy, bro. We're not making it to Mars. Or maybe we do. It's like an offshoot of humanity. Goes off to Mars, just the smart ones, and you leave behind everybody else, and this place just turns into a fucking dump or a wasteland slowly. We're regressing. Yeah. Interesting future nonetheless. The acceleration has begun.
You ain't wrong. Good luck, man. Definitely watching this one tomorrow. Is Marriage
Welcome back,
Worth
tribe.
It? Definitely watch that one tomorrow. There we go. For now, let's go to Levi.
Cars, cars, cars. Everybody's got to have one, but it seems like dealerships are drowning in these cars. But then also people are paying crazy prices for new cars that aren't even that great. Seeing how much these people are paying for these cars reminds me that there is some remote village out there that is missing their idiot.
Shots fired! Got a lot of people mad. Now we're asking what your monthly car payment is. $17.65.
Oh my God. It's as much as my mortgage, dude.
Is that before or after car insurance? Before. She still got the M3.
This woman getting a 4K paycheck, spending half of it on a dadgum car.
40 though. All right, she still has an M340. So how much is your Corvette payment monthly?
Paid off.
Hey, Alex. So how much are your car payments for each of your cars?
$0.
And that's for the X3M?
Yep.
What about the Maserati?
Same thing.
So he got him paid off. So it looks like he's smart, you know, unlike other people.
Living in a duplex.
So what is your car payment?
No car payment. My car's paid off. Paid it off in 2 years.
She can low-key smart for that, but it's still an Audi, so you couldn't pay me to drive one. El Presidente over here. What is your car payment on your X6M?
It's a little light, $2,000.
$2,000?
Low-key, that's not bad for an X6M. It's a comp.
Low-key, that's not bad. That's dumb.
Stupid.
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. That is way too much money.
And it's a freaking beast on the road. So what is your IX payment monthly?
$199.
Like $199?
$199.
Carlos, what is that payment on your 3 Series?
2015, $796 a month.
It's not
There's
terrible.
no way. What's the interest rate on that?
18%.
No, he has.
Credit must be in the dumps. That man's about as sharp as a marble.
Has to be joking. Like, that's actually absurd. Like, I actually think he's joking. Anyways, what's your car payment on your Honda Fit?
I don't have one.
All right, so he's a
The
smart
one guy that'll be a millionaire in that office is that kid right there.
pal, I guess. Honda Fit. All right, so what is your car payment on your 240?
About $305.
Another guy that'll probably actually have money.
That's a steal, low key. On the M240, and what year is it?
25.
All right, low key, like he got it. I can't even say
Low-key, that's so bad, indeed.
anything about it. There is no.
Wow, crazy work. What's your car payment? Let me know in the comments right now. Let me know in the comments what your car payment is. That is wild work, bro. What else is wild work, though, is the fact that you guys haven't downloaded Free Cash. You can literally scan this QR code, and I'll give you $10 on me. Don't ever say that Loki and I have never done anything for you guys.
Won't they do?
Because all you got to do is scan that QR code. You basically get paid to play mobile games. It's super simple. I've got guys in the Discord that's made over $2,000 in a year. So scan the QR code, click the link in the description. You can get paid to play games. But let's look at some of these newer cars. I don't know why I wanted to get into cars, but I was like, you know, let's do cars today.
So here we got my brand new Escalade V Magnus Frost, one of 255 produced in the country.
Thing is clean. Is that electric?
It's my assistant starting it up here. Check that out.
Definitely not
Nothing like a little bit of a knock in the engine here with a whole 18 miles, a nice check engine light that's normally flashing, and never touching more than 50 or 55 on side streets on the way home from the dealer.
We got a first time for everything truck, fam. My salesman Jared was going to crank up this truck for a customer. He goes in, and I'll put the video in after this, and you know it's flipping hot when this actually
Oh, the window's shattered.
happens.
It's always good.
He cranks it up, closes the door, and I guess because of the heat, I don't know, the damn thing explodes. You can hear it in the video, which we'll post. That's when you know it's 111 degrees heat index, but literally just exploded him closing the door. Factory window, nothing been tampered, no cracks, no issues. But that is a first time for everything. Absolutely wild.
It's hotter than blue
It's funny
blazes.
being in a new car.
Hotter than 2 squirrels in a wool sock bucking.
A lot with the GMT 800 and seeing all these new trucks, knowing that this truck is going to outlast any of these in the parking lot. The funny part is, imagine if you're a family, right? You're ready to go buy a new Tahoe or something like that. Just pick any old Tahoe on the lot, right? This is Suburban, this one right here. Can you just imagine dropping $75,000 on a Suburban? When this thing was bought, look at this.
Suburban for 75 grand is crazy.
$21,000 for this 2002 Chevy Avalanche. $22,000. Now we're at
It's beat up. It's looked like it's went through some things. That truck has PTSD.
$5,000. And you can say what you want, but this isn't even like fully loaded. This is an LT. These things start, the base price starts at $68,000 on a Suburban. Like, oh, that truck you have doesn't have any features. Leather, sunroof, garage door opener, Apple CarPlay, automatic climate control. This is the cruise control stuff. Push button, 4-wheel drive, cargo light.
See, that's the stuff I miss. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. This is the stuff I miss in cars, is having actual buttons. Nowadays, it seems like with all the new cars, everything's electronic. You want to change the AC, it's on a screen. I like the Teslas, I'll be honest. Even though I've heard that people that drive Teslas, their farts smell like latex. I do like the Teslas. The only thing I really don't like about the Teslas is everything's on that screen. So what happens if that screen goes out? You're completely fried. You're cooked. You can't do anything about it. That's one thing I do like about the older vehicles is there's actual buttons for things. I miss those. I really do.
In the bed, fog light, automatic light, dimming switch, power everything. So what is this truck missing? That $75,000 truck this doesn't have. You're so much better off with a GMT 800 than one of these new trucks. It's not even funny. Paid $2,400 for this truck. That's like one car payment on that new Suburban. This is the cheapest new full-size pickup truck you could buy in America. This is a work truck trim 2500 Silverado with a 6.6. And look at that. It'll
$51,000?
Only run you back $52,000. No bed liner, steel wheels, single cab. At least you do get the long bed, but you don't get the outlet down there. You do get the cargo lights and stuff.
Bro, who for real though, my dildo, who actually is using these outlets, bro? How many people are like, hey, do you mind if I charge my phone in the bed of your truck? Are people camping a lot? I feel like people can't camp. They can't afford to camp. They got to go to work.
Have a tow head with the plug so you're ready to tow. Can you imagine spending $52,000 on a single cab 2500?
That's crazy. These cars and trucks are getting so expensive. I have noticed that I was looking at the new Teslas, and they're a lot cheaper than I thought. Now, for like 60 bands, you can get like the tippity top of the line, which is, you know, the performance engine, and you get the 300 miles and things like that. But in my experience, I'd rather just buy a used, and the thing is with Teslas, you can lease a used car. I lease cars. I don't buy them. I ask people what their car payment is.
What you drive right now and what the payment is.
I'm in a Tesla Model Y. I think my payment's $450 a month.
What year is the Tesla?
2024. Just got it last year.
Nice whip. Big Tesla fan. Okay, so you got it last year. Was it used or new?
It was new. I lease it.
Oh, it's a lease at $450 a month.
Really
so
good.
at the end of this lease, what happens?
Probably going to get a new Tesla.
With payments?
Yeah.
What's the lease agreement?
It's 3 years, so 36 months. Afterwards, there's no option to renew the lease. It's just you give the car back and it goes into their fleet.
Okay, have you done the math on this?
Well, I mean, sometimes you can actually buy yourself out of the lease. I know at least with the vehicles I've had in the past, I had a Honda that at the end of the lease, you could buy it out.
I think I did when I first got the car.
I kind of wanted to, can we do it live? This will be really fun for me. Okay, 450, 36 months. So you're paying $16,000 to basically rent the car from Tesla.
Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive?
A BMW 24.
Okay, you got a payment on it or is it paid for?
Payment.
What's the payment?
$734.
That's actually not that bad.
Ooh, I know.
That's up there. Do you know?
Not for a Beamer, though.
The interest rate, how many years?
The interest rate is like 3.99. Yeah, I've recently thought about selling it.
Oh, really? When'd you get it?
A year ago.
Wow. When did the regrets sit in? We're like, I got to get rid of this thing.
Within a few months. So I'm close to retirement and I'm not ready.
So you're like, okay.
See, that's the thing for me. If you're close to retirement, you need to drive a paid off vehicle, bro.
I could have used this money to invest and set myself up, but now it's setting me back.
Or pay off debt.
What's the other debt?
Credit card. I owe them.
Bro, having a neck like that and credit card debt is a brutal combo. You should want to be debt free by the time you're 30, bro. And I'm debt free right now. We got a little bit of family debt we're dealing with, but there's no credit card debt, I'll tell you that.
I think that's it.
Are you underwater on this car at this point?
Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a 2025 Ford Expedition.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. It looks like somebody stepped on her face.
Shots fired!
I'm sorry, bro.
That sounds expensive.
It is expensive.
Do you remember the total cost of
Expedition's a Ford. Fords are straight up.
This car.
It was $80,000.
For a Ford?
Did that feel like a good decision?
It does, because I paid cash for it.
Whoa! Okay,
I paid cash.
You could have put that in the market. You could, I'd say put it in Bitcoin, but right now your Bitcoin be looking bad.
Buried the lead. Were they confused at the dealership?
Yes, and he actually was trying to convince me to make payments on it, and he said that it would be $2,100 a month for a car payment, and I
oh my God.
said, who does that? And he goes, my car payment's $2,100, and I looked at my husband and I was like,
He just insulted the sales guy.
Yeah, I did.
And then the finance office is like, you're not going to let her pay cash. She's not leaving here without a payment.
They absolutely were mad at
Yeah, they don't make money off of
Yeah, because they don't make money.
cars. They make money off of
No,
financing.
they don't.
Gotcha. And your little tricks, car salesman.
Yeah, that's how they make their money. They make their money off the interest, bro, and the payments. They don't want you coming in there paying cash. That's why they want you to put a little bit down. Hey, just put a little bit down, and then after that, you'll be all right. You don't need to, you know. But dude, I don't know about you guys. Put a one in the chat if you agree. I hate the sleaziness of the car sales market. I cannot stand it. It annoys me. The fact that you have to go in and talk to a guy and there's a middleman, and same thing with realtors. It just, sometimes that stuff really annoys me, man. 2 engines blown in 20K miles. This is why you can't trust new trucks.
And he takes it out. A 6.2 Chevy, he takes it out, and at 17,000 miles, the motor goes out on it. After inspection, he had it inspected, and then he had an engine replaced. Okay, you know, you expect that stuff sometimes. And motor in. He waits 2 months. 2 months to get the engine in it. He gets a new engine in it, and 3,000 miles later, well, he's a couple hours from home, pulling a trailer with a little golf cart on it, trying to go enjoy life, boom, goes down again, 3,000 miles later. So now he has a $70,000 plus truck that has went down 2 times for a bad engine inside of 20,000 miles.
Jesus.
What do you do then? Are you excited about the third engine? Are you going to trust the third engine? What do you do? Well, they say right on.
How many engines do you get? They're treating engines like divorces. You know what I'm saying? I'll just go for another one, and maybe just another one, and maybe just another one. Come on. It's like, how many times do you sit there and go, you know what, I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to give it another shot. We're going to try. We'll give it another chance. Like, how many engines? I got a family member right now that they had a Lincoln Navigator, and they are on their 4th transmission right now. It's crazy work. Average price of a new car is nearly $50,000.
Is massive, and I know that if you haven't been in the market for a while, and a lot of people haven't, you know, people are driving their cars longer, they last 12, 13 years, but if you need a car, you need a car, right?
So what's driving the increase?
Oh, you're so clever. Well, obviously inflation, but also we Americans, this is probably before the war, but we're buying larger vehicles, and that is costing more money. And because of that, when you look at most people who are financing these cars, the payment has skyrocketed. We're talking about $773 a month. And you know what? That doesn't even include your auto insurance. So we have plenty of people who are paying $1,000 a month for their car payments.
This is if you buy a car outright to finance it?
Yes, when you're financing it. So just your financing charge. And I want to be clear that, you know, a lot of people shelling out $50,000, it's an impossibility. So obviously you are going to finance it. But I think a lot of people are kind of worried, like, well, how do I know? Do I fix my old car? Right. Do I not? And I think the question is really, when I talk to car experts, they'll say to me, well, you know, don't pay more than half the value of the car if you're driving an old car.
Okay.
And maybe another way to think about it is...
break that down for me. Don't pay more.
Okay, so let's say your car is worth $8,000 right now. You're at the end of the life of the car. Don't be paying $5,000 to fix the car.
Got it.
And when you look at the terms of these loans, they're getting longer and longer. We have almost a quarter of Americans that are financing for 84 months. That's 7 years. So what is
7 years? They do home loans for 7 years, bro. That is crazy work, bro. Crazy work. 7 years. What's the length of y'all's loan, or do you guys own your car? I want to know.
Now, B1, I have broken down again, and I'm in the most dangerous spot. I've literally just come out of the Burnley Tunnel, and I'm at the end of it, which is the most dangerous spot. And they're going to come, BYD's coming to give me a loan car, and they're going to wait for something. I don't know what's happening, but I need to get this car back. It's saying this. It's like system failure. I don't know what's happened. I can't move the car, and everyone's tooting me. I've literally had this car for now 11 minutes, and it's broken down on me again.
She drove it off the lot, and it's already breaking down. That is crazy work. God, that is
Ironically, I was looking at new vehicles yesterday.
2024 Mazda CX-90 engine malfunction and brakes stopped working. Jesus.
And now I am broken down on the side of the road. So I think that's a sign that I might need a new car. I went to the UPS store to return some packages. Car got here totally fine. I'm pulling out, and all of a sudden it says engine malfunction. Have the vehicle inspected. And my brakes don't work. So I put it in neutral and kind of coast off to the side, put it in park. Kind of terrifying. Glad I was barely leaving a parking lot. Couldn't imagine this happening on the highway. So, waiting for AAA. going to get my car taken to a local shop, and we shall see what is going on. This is a 2024 Mazda CX-90. There's a guy trying to park beside me. I'm in a no parking lane, so I'm not really sure what's happening here. I have put a lot of miles on this car. It has about almost 40,000 miles in 2 years.
That's actually
I've
not that
driven
bad.
it a lot,
Yeah.
but I'm just confused because I've never had.
That's, I mean, in my opinion, that's not a ton of miles, bro. You know, 40,000 miles in 2 years, especially if you drive a lot. It's a little over 1,000 miles a month. You know, if you take your kids to school, you're doing road trips, things like that. You know, I kind of understand that. That's not bad. That's the thing about a lease is you got to be really careful because I lease vehicles. I don't like to buy them. I see cars and trucks and SUVs and vehicles as a depreciating asset, and so you really don't. I mean, when COVID was happening, you could get a car. If you bought a car 3 years before 2019 and 2016 and then you sold it during COVID, you can make a ton on your used vehicle. Now it's not really the case. But now cars are just crazy price. And then when they want to buy it back, these dealerships are acting like they're GameStop. Yeah, best I can do is maybe $10 and a pack of gum, or I can give you $30 store credit. It's about the best I can do, boy. And I hate the fact that you got to deal with car salesmen. Dealer lot full of $85,000 to $90,000 trucks.
Is literally this entire lineup of heavy-duty trucks. Look at that. That goes all the way down there. It's like a whole football field worth of trucks. Pretty much every single one of these trucks is priced at around $85,000 to $90,000 because
who's affording these trucks?
All of them are the more high-end Lariat trim. It's pretty insane if you ask me. Let's look at this one right here. And as you can see, the price on this one, right around $87,000. Goodness gracious.
My mortgage is 11.
That's what I'm saying. These people are paying more for a car than they are freaking mortgage. This is getting bad.
Everything. Let's check this Bronco right here. This is a Bronco Sport 2024. There you go. This is a big time problem for a lot of these dealerships. I mean, this is a big dealership. Look at all the vehicles that are sitting around me. And most of these vehicles have had a birthday party. I mean, they must be eating cake all the time here because these vehicles are celebrating. You got to have one just about every day that's been here for a year. Anyway, this is the ugly Bronco 2024 freewheeling 4x4. $35,000. So it's even on the cheaper end of the spectrum of what you're going to see here. It's not cheap. It's on the cheaper.
I mean, it's ugly though. Like, I hate the stripes. Who's buying that?
End of the spectrum of what you're going to see here at this Ford dealership. But that's gross, right? There's three.
That is a hideous car. He's not lying. Yeah. That car is really, really ugly, dude. That car is very ugly. Chat, let me know what color is your car. Do you have like a white car, gray car, yellow car? Like what color is your car? I drive a black vehicle. I love black vehicles. For me, I'm old school with it, boy. I either like a black vehicle or a white vehicle. I don't do a lot of the, fancy colors. I don't do a lot of the, I want a purple, green, orange. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of it. To me, I just don't like the cars that have colors. There's just something about it, man. I never liked red cars. I'm more of just I think I've driven a black car, a white car, and a gray car.
The entire fucking thing is broken. I'm going down the hill and I see it go into neutral. I didn't touch this at all. And now it is completely broken. Watch, if I start up something, I'm on a hill, by the way, so I tried to put the emergency brake on. Look at this. Everything is broken. Look at how many error lights there are. Look at this. Parking brake malfunction. I can't put it into park. Can't start the car. It just goes from the electrical on and off because it can't go into park because this is either broken. Keep in mind, this car is...
This is an Audi. This is supposed to be a nice vehicle. That's what's wild to me. This is supposed to be a very nice whip. And it's broken. Can't even do anything with it. Chat, what do you guys drive? I know I asked for your payment. What do you guys drive? Like, what year model, what kind of car do you drive? I'd be interested in to know. I'd be really interested to know. And then you guys guess what I drive. I'll tell you at the very end.
Do you have so many cars on your lot? Is a question I hear all the time. A larger inventory gives you more options, more colors, more trim levels, more features to
You already sound like a car salesman, honey.
choose from, so that you can actually have a better chance of driving home with something than having to settle.
I can't trust anybody that has a hoop earring that doesn't touch. Shots fired! The hoop earring doesn't even touch.
It also means that you can compare trims side by side instead of waiting weeks for one to arrive. Now, does a full lot mean that the cars aren't selling?
Yes, unequivocally. Yes, that's what that means.
No, that's not necessarily the truth. Every day we sell more and more, and every day, maybe every other day, another truck arrives with more inventory. So then
You're a liar!
Next time you see a dealership with a lot full of vehicles, don't assume that that's a bad sign. It just means you might have a better chance of finding the right vehicle for you. So
Man, you really getting us there, honey.
next time you're looking for a vehicle,
Delaney.
would
Or
you
what's her name? Holly.
rather shop a dealership with 20 cars or 200? Let me know down in the comments.
Let me know down in the comments, and come see us at Highway 81. Yeah, you know, come see us down there at Highway 81. You can get you a used car today. What I've seen in chat, tell me what you've seen. When I drive by a car lot, like there's a Mercedes here where I live, and sorry, I got a mad frog in my throat. There's a Mercedes here in the area I live. In that lot, there's more used vehicles than there are new ones. There's less Mercedes to pick from and more trucks, F-150s, SUVs to pick from than there are actual Mercedes. Why can we not sell this truck?
I need you guys to tell me. I've got a truck that we've not been able to sell, and I need you to tell me why.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count, of where this guy's from. I bet he's from the South.
2026 7.3 liter F350 Lariat pickup truck, white in color. Got the running boards. Check out this interior, guys. Nice truck. Got all the options. Big screen, power roof. Has an MSRP of $70,320. So let me
70 grand.
Know in the comments, guys, why can we not sell this?
You tell me, dude. You tell me, because 70 grand for a truck is ridiculous. That's why.
Truck. And let me ask you this: would you buy this truck for $55,000 if I could sell it to you? Let me know.
55 grand? No, I wouldn't. These vehicles are getting too expensive. I don't know where these people are thinking, like people are getting all this money, but dude, people can't afford this stuff. Even a 1-bedroom apartment's a lot of money. You're talking about paying $1,500 for a truck?
Controversial truth. The longer you keep a car, the more that it's costing you. And I'm going to tell you why. I see this happen all the time. People hold on to a car because they think, I've already paid it off. So therefore they think it's cheaper to keep it. That cheap car starts costing you every month. Air costs, lost time at the mechanic, the stress every time you hear a new noise.
Bro, these car salesmen selling the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
And the worst part, you start putting thousands into a car that's losing.
This is what they're told every day at that, or every week in that Wednesday morning meeting at 9 a.m. Guys, we got to start posting on social media and get people scared to have their vehicle.
Meanwhile, some people upgrade sooner, get something reliable, and end up saving more in the long term. And what am I saving, Daniel? You may say. You're saving time, money, and headaches. The smartest buyers don't just ask, is my car paid off? They ask, is this car still making sense for me? My name is Daniel, and if you're not sure whether to keep your car or upgrade it,
come on down to Honda Odyssey and see what...
Come see me, and I'll help you break it down the right.
See me. I'll break it all down for you, and I'll see. We'll get you a 3% interest rate, and we'll do everything we can for you, boy. Come out and see us, man. Come out and see. And that's the whole thing I can't stand is they're always telling you that having the car that you have isn't good and you should upgrade. Realtors tell you the same thing, and everything's just built to not last anymore.
So mad.
What happened to everything being built for tough? Now it's nothing. Nothing's built like a rock anymore.
When dealerships put stickers on the back of their cars so you know where you got it from, you're literally going to be so mad at yourself when you see how easy this is to take off and how you got mad over nothing. You always talk about how you don't want free advertising for the dealership. And just within this video, I'm not using any kind of scraper. I'm not using any kind of...
How about this? Let's just start doing this. Not putting them on there at all. Let's just not put them on there anymore. How about that? Can we just do that? Can we just maybe not put decals on cars that we're not asking for? Maybe we just start doing that,
All these old cars. As more time goes on, we're going to discover cars like these built between 1995 and 2012 were the best generation of cars ever built. It was before all the planned obsolescence in computers and at the peak of engineering where they were building stuff to truly last and not worried about profits. Where today's generation of cars has been a huge disappointment.
You know why I trust this guy? Because his hands are dirty. I trust a guy that gets his hands dirty.
And it's only getting worse. From Silverados to F-150s, the Jeep Grand Cherokees, and even the Rams. These cars are having tons of problems. And what's even worse is they're already phasing out the parts on these cars. This is a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And guess what? The transmission fluid for this thing is on a national back order right now. It's the same fluid that goes in this Eco Diesel Ram, and we barely had enough to get the job done. In fact, we bought all the fluid that the dealership had left in stock because they had no idea when they would get it back in stock.
Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if it's the same for supercars. You know, like where they just can't sell them. Like they're on lots and guys just aren't buying them. Like nobody's buying these supercars anymore. Because I feel like they're super expensive as well. Like these supercars got to be so pricey to own and to have the maintenance, and I just don't get how people can even afford them. Like I really don't understand how people can afford these things. It's the same thing with housing, in my opinion, though. I don't see how people are affording these really, really expensive vehicles and these really, really expensive houses. It's just so hard for me to even fathom that some people are paying tons of money for a car when, I don't know, it's just wild to me, dude. It's just wild to me. I don't understand it. I really don't. I really, really don't. What is this? Oh, this is not a car lot, though. I'm trying to find like a supercar lot to see if it's the same. Supercar wholesale auction. What do we got here?
Let's get going. Well, this is in my wheelhouse. 07 Z06, 33,000 miles. Doesn't pass emissions. There's no cats, no exhaust. Wide open exhaust. Also sounds like it has a cam. Obviously, it's in a 6-speed manual transmission. These things are fairly affordable now. And for a guy that did an entire Ferrari flip series, it's embarrassing how little I actually... Rolls-Royce. I'm not a Maserati fan, but I do like these Maserati SUVs. Interior is just all right. I'm not that impressed. Good looking little Alfa Romeo right here. I wonder what these go for. 4,000 miles, 2016. Well, I scanned the VIN. It's an Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. Should be roughly around $50,000. So that is in our wheelhouse. Looks like a Lotus Elise. And here we go. Another McLaren here. Another Bentley right there. Another McLaren right there. That little beat up Ferrari is what's really catching my fancy. Tickling my fancy. Why do I love beaters so much? The wheels. Beat, calipers, beat, needs brakes, curbing on the lower fairing. Good looking color too. Another Aston Martin, hideous, and then a Model 3. Oh, and then what's that behind there? Another Bentley Continental GT convertible behind that. Oh, I love the interior of these. How do you replace that? So 2005.
Goodness gracious. Even the supercars are bad. Even the supercars are bad, man. I don't know. I just can't understand why people would want to pay this much money for a freaking car. I just can't. I can't understand it. I can't understand it, bro.
The keys as well for this car. So come over here and check this out. We're going to see the inside of this car. Now, I've actually never seen the inside. This is a beautiful spec, though. This is kind of similar to how I would, which one you want, but it's actually the F12. I mean, of course, I do want a Bugatti Chiron, but the F12 is actually really, really
Another
beautiful.
thing with these
right
supercars, in my opinion, is they're so tiny. Like, look at this guy getting in this $5.6 million car.
This looks incredible. Like, it looks insane. Car will unlock. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna hop in the Blueberry Lamborghini Urus here, and we're gonna go check out some of the most rare, insane cars.
That's pretty insane. But you got to have FU money to even justify any of that.
Pretty much.
You got to have FU money. All right, let's go to the comments of yesterday's video, and then chat. What do you guys think I drive? What do you guys think I drive? I drive a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Birth is cast as push present. It's the one expensive thing I did. And it's a lease. It's the one expensive thing I did splurge on once the YouTube money started going in. I didn't move, though. I still live in the small little house I live in. Let's get into the comments. This is on the Elliot page. Has made the Odyssey situation even worse. I'm an adult. I refuse to play pretend for people who need help for their mental illness. I think her description of what it is to be a man is everything a woman would say it is to be a man. Last person that should give advice on gender roles. Chris Nolan forced Batman to be more realistic, but completely departed from reality with the cast choices of the Odyssey. The absurd myth is that the genitalia doesn't define a gender, but removing it does. You got a point, bro. No man will ever use those talking points Ellen Page uses. This is right up there with the woman that said we are encouraging deer to cross busy highways, putting deer crossing signs next to busy roads. What's more insane is taking an actress and pretending they know all about the dynamics and social complexities of modern society. Actors need to remember they are anything but overpaid people pretending to be other people on camera. It doesn't make them any more knowledgeable or better than anyone else. It's a rich person's opinion who lives in an entirely different reality than the rest of us. This young lady's insane. Ellen Page, not Elliot. If your children are all trans, you definitely pushed it on them, and yes, it's abuse. I agree. I'll never watch The Odyssey. It sounds like this just started puberty. Oh my God. Like I said, these trans people sound like mosquitoes. They're not actors, they're activists. It sounds like this is on the edge of fully losing it. This is mental illness. Oh God. Nobody ever taught me that men were superior and women were inferior. The gender studies mob preached that. This is facts. Men and women, by and large, fall into two pretty distinct buckets of behavior. I was never taught that crossovers in behavior were not allowed. I agree with this take. And then also, I found something, there was something on TikTok that I saw the other day and I wanted to cover for you guys really quick. And it begs the question of the point of like, oh, men are oppressed and, you know, men have it so bad. And just look at this stat right here. Let's just go back. Look at this stat right here. 73, you can't see it. 73% of women on the Titanic survived and only 19% of men did. Oh God, I just spilled my coffee on myself. Ow, it's hot. Oh my God, it's hot. It's hot. Jesus. Oh my God, it's on my crotch. Jesus, that's hot. Okay, we might have to end the episode. Loki, come here. Oh my God. Bree. I got hot coffee all over my freaking dong, dude. Stupid. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean this up. But Chad, I'm sorry, Chad. I just spilled that coffee. I'm gonna drink the last little bit though. God, I might have a penile burn. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.
$1 o'clock in the morning. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Oh, okay, that's fair.